So you can serve locally on our board of directors, and it is a 2-year staggered term. So every year we have an election, 2-year staggered, and your max is to serve continuously is 6 years. So you can serve for 6 years, then you have to roll off, and then you can and then you can run again after your year.
President Pitt, what are the greatest challenges that volunteer leaders face today?
I would say saying yes, making the decision to commit. And when you make that decision, how are you going to manage your business? I think that is the greatest concern, because you have to live. You have to eat. You have families. You have other obligations other than the association. So I always look at it as buckets. Whatever bucket or whatever I'm focusing on, I take that bucket off the shelf, and then I'm all in. And then when I finish doing whatever I need to do, it may be playing in the sand or whatever I need to do to fill that bucket, then I put that bucket back on the shelf, and then I take my next bucket down. But you have to be able to manage. And we all can manage our businesses, we manage our clients, and I always would suggest you manage your volunteerism like you manage your business. Because when you commit, someone's depending on you. Someone is depending on you. Once you say yes, and that you're going to come out and you're going to give it your all, we're depending on you. So if it's a day when and we all understand, I always like to say shift happens. So we all understand shift happens, but when that, and so you may not be able to participate, but when you make that commitment, I would implore you to make sure, and that's why I would suggest to come to committee meetings, see where you fit in, see what you can commit, and then continue. And you'll get the fever. I promise you'll get the fever. I started out with a cultural diversity committee on the state level. I did not understand, and that's why I'm so thankful that we're having this today. I did not understand in 1998, 1999 that I could volunteer locally. I started at the state level on the Cultural and Diversity Committee, and then I was trying to figure out, why am I always driving to Greensboro for these meetings? But yeah, so just try to figure out where you fit, and then commit that time and schedule it just like you would schedule any other activity on your commitment on your calendar.
Excellent, thank you so much for that. I wanted to share just a quick story. Diana Braun had invited me back, I think it was 2013 or 14, I can't remember. She invited me to an RPAC event, so the Realtor Political Action Committee, which does the advocacy work where we interview candidates, we go down to the Legislative General Assembly and tell them all the things that they need to help and support us on. And so I was invited to this event, and I was thinking, so she explained to me everything about it. And so I said, okay, I'm interested, I want to go and I want to see what this is all about. So I get down there and I meet all of these realtors who are active in the Realtor Party and who is engaging and investing and just really the core of our industry. And so, and that day I donated $1,000, and look at where we are right now. So the $1,000 is the minimum that you can invest. I know Tim is going to talk about that in a minute, but we just came back from the Realtor President Circle Conference, which was in Cancun, and so you donate an additional $2,000 to your candidate of choice. And so it really was a lot of great speakers there, and it really see from the National Association of Realtors the high level of advocacy, because they have a hired staff person who actually sits on the Hill, who talks to all of the senators, who goes in, and we just have those really deep conversations, because we are a strong unit, 1.5 million realtors in the United States. 1.5 million. And so when we talk, people listen to us. That we really, the stories that you hear about us not being credible, not true, not true, not true. So just wanted to just share that. And thanks, Diana. The mentorship is all around us. So we'd love to have you guys tell everybody you know, tell them how fun this is. We do have fun now. So I just want to let you know, we're not just all working all the time. We do that too, but then we know how to have a good time because we've got to let our hair down. We got to connect with one another. We're human. That part comes out of us. Iron sharpens